Hi, this is Jay with the Bank Cannabis Genetics, and welcome to Seeds of Knowledge, an ongoing video series dedicated to bringing you, the home grower, tips, tricks, and how-to videos from professional growers. Today, we're going to be learning about germinating seeds in Rockwool. Now, when you get your seeds from the bank home, there is no rush to pot them out. They will remain perfectly viable for 7 to 10 years with, over 90% germination rates. If you do intend to store them, I recommend keeping them in a cool, dark place, like a basement cabinet or drawer, something like that. We just want to avoid heat and UV light. Today, we're going to be potting out seeds of our Space Ghost OG. It's a strain I'm really excited about. It's an F1 cross of our X-Wing OG and an Afghan Ghost male. When germinating seeds in Rockwool, we do need to be mindful of the pH. The Rockwool out of the box is rather alkaline, so we do need to use a rather acidic water. I'm going to use a pH of 5.7 on my water to wet my Rockwool, which should hopefully balance out the rather alkaline nature of this Rockwool and be somewhere in that 6.0 range after we're done. Now, when you remove your seeds from the package, please make sure you hang on to this strain tile card. There's some nice useful info on the back there. Tuck this away, file it somewhere, but it'll have info on the flowering period, the genetics, other things like that that may be useful to you later. Seeds are here in the vial. I'm gonna go ahead and pour those out. Before I actually handle the seeds, I'm gonna go ahead and glove up. Your hands do have natural oils on them that will degrade the shell of these seeds and reduce your germination rates. Now that I've got my gloves on, I'm gonna grab my handy seed scoop. You probably have one of these at home too. It's also the cap of the most common pens you'll see out there. Has a nice little scoop for your seeds here. Also acts as a nice little tool for our Rockwool because it's the right depth and diameter to poke a new hole in it. The Rockwool does come with pre-punched hole in it, but they tend to close up on themselves and all kinds of issue. I will always take this, come back through, spin it around in each of those holes, just to make sure they're nice and open and that the seed isn't gonna get caught up on its way down into the media. This tool also makes a very perfect scoop to pick up your seed on. Just go ahead and grab one seed, put one seed in the hole of each, and you can even use this to poke that seed down in. I'm gonna go ahead and tear off a small corner of Rockwool here and take a little bit of this Rockwool and just very loosely cover the hole of each of these Rockwool plugs. The reason I'm doing this is to block any light from getting down that hole. The seeds have a natural mechanism by which they will not germinate in the presence of light. This is to make sure that they're covered with soil before they actually germinate. Just make sure you don't overpack that hole and compact that material down to make it difficult for the seedling to emerge. Now that I have my seeds planted in my Rockwool, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this in a nice warm place. If you have a heat mat to put underneath, that's great. I personally just like to keep it on the shelf above another fluorescent light. That provides plenty of heat for these to germinate. I would recommend not turning your light on until you see the seedlings emerge. That way it just reduces the chances that any light is getting to that seed and reducing your germination rates. Now that we have our seeds planted out, we should see the seedlings emerge somewhere in 42 to 72 hours from now. If you don't, please be patient with them, stick with it. I have seen stubborn ones take 7 to 10 days to germinate. Now that I have my seeds planted out, I'm gonna go ahead and take these labels that I've already created, make sure I know what strain these are. Just put one stake into each cube. Just make sure you're dodging that hole that you actually put the seed down into and you aren't actually stabbing your seed. Please check back with us in the future for our follow-up video to this that'll teach you how to care for your seedlings once they've emerged. Thanks for joining us today on Seeds of Knowledge to learn about germinating seeds in Rockwool. This is Jay with the Bank Cannabis Genetics. We look forward to seeing you again soon.